guys. So, in a way, I feel like I'm in a whole new world because working with second grade and third grade, this is the 25th of August, 2023. And so, working with second grade and third grade is different. The teachers are different, but they do have that same style of yelling at students and punishing them. And I'm just wondering, like, what can be done, because when you have public schools, this is just any type of kid can walk through the door, and these kids can have parents who don't care where they're going. They just know, hey, I have to put them on a bus, they're going on any bus, and I'm going to work now. And so you have all these different types of kids, personalities, levels of learning, because again, a lot of kids, they don't even want to do summer reading. Like, if they're not constantly practicing their classwork outside of class, they're never going to get it. Like, this 7 hours of school thing is not enough to teach you. And a lot of teachers are just like, I have to mark off my list that you're getting this lesson plan done. And I know this happened because yesterday, the 24th of August, a teacher in third grade said, okay, guys, I know that you want to talk more and I made you put your hands down. It's not because I don't want to hear what your thoughts. It's because I really have to get through this lesson. And that's what these teachers are on. Like, they have to get through their lesson plan. But the truth is, we ain't getting through our lesson plan because so many kids at the school are not on their grade level. And just because we're saying, hey, you're grade level 2, you're grade level 3, you're grade level kindergarten, these kids are not at that level. We still have a multi-level classroom. And some teachers know this because there are students with obvious disabilities. But other teachers, well, most teachers, they just don't care because they never check the accommodation plan called the IEP for the students with disabilities. And even if they check it, they're not going to follow it. Like, teachers really think they can teach all the kids the same. They can yell at them all the same, and that everyone's going to learn and the class is going to be great by the end of the year. But that's not how it works. A lot of these students are failing because of them outside of school. Like, it's just a situational, environmental thing. And some students just aren't motivated to learn. And that's what I'm seeing. And I don't like that teachers are yelling at them, because I just don't think they should be yelled at either. And I just think it's a problem with the school system. Like, the schools want to make money, saying they have a lot of students, and they want to make more money off of kids with disabilities, even though they're not getting them accommodations. And it's just wrong. And so they're putting these kids who really aren't interested in learning and have bad behavior in class every day. And there are kids who want to plan on jumping each other. They want to plan on fighting each other. And it's like, why not just kick them out of school? And we have schools that refuse to do that. And then you have teachers leaving because it is ridiculous. And I asked teachers about what happened to the teacher that stayed for 3 days and left. And the teacher is just like, I don't think he's coming back, and I don't know what happened to him. Like, he never talked to anyone. He was just here for 3 days and then left. Like, he was a completely new guy. He wasn't that social. And it's like, really? You guys don't know nothing about him? And I say he wasn't social because, like, people cannot give me any information on the guy other than he was here for 3 days and left, and they don't think he's coming back. So on this day, Friday, I learned that the girl Croatia is not doing well and has not been doing well for a long time. And today I asked her, why does she look angry at lunch? And she said, it's because those kids keep looking at me trying to fight me. And then I look at the lunch table, and these kids just look like they're in their own little group talking and laughing. And then the girl in her table, Miss Autumn, was like, well, it's like the table that has my cousin at it. Okay, you see, my cousin is the one in the blue shirt. That's him, Morris. And that's my other cousin, and then you see there's another kid, and I couldn't really make out the kid. So at the end of the day, I did talk to the teacher about it, because the two teachers were talking about the girl Croatia. And I'm like, yeah, at lunch she was saying that someone in your class was like trying to jump her and fight her. And she also said at lunch, Croatia was like, I don't care if they want to fight me. I'm going to get my cousins and we're going to beat them up, together. That type of thing. Like, one, you mess with one, you're going to mess with two, you're going to mess with 10. Like, stop all this fighting, because I am not thinking about all of this math. Like, might as well just stick it in school, okay? But I understand that mindset, because it's like, this is what you're around. Like, she's a very violent girl. Like, when I met her on Thursday, which was the 24th of August, she was just so loud in the lunchroom for one moment, and it was just crazy to me. And everyone else was eating their food, and they had French toast sticks and 2 sausages. She finished it. Everyone else finishes their plate. They're done. They don't touch it. They wait for the teacher to roll around the trash can. And then the teachers like to call out, this table, throw away their trash, that table, throw away their trash. Like, the kids can't even throw away their trash when they want to. And I don't really like that. I feel like it's not really teaching them anything. Because the biggest thing is that they're learning, like, what they're supposed to learn, not how and when to throw away stuff. But anyway, she, instead of like throwing her stuff away and people were still eating lunch, she just gets her plastic container and cracks it. And it sounded so loud, the way she just cracked it. Like, it was a loud, sharp sound. And I just look and I'm like, where did this come from? And then I see her with her broken plastic container, and I'm like, okay, can I throw this away for you? And I just take it and I throw it away. And it was just a violent thing that she just did. And then in class today, all we're doing is working on computers, and she keeps messing with the kid next to her, which is a guy who, first they were laughing and talking. Then he's like, you know what, it's time to get serious. I'm going to focus on my work. And the other kids were quietly focusing on their computer work. And she just keeps talking like, oh, you guys are doing your work too slow. I'm doing mine faster than you. And no one's even talking to her. And she's still talking, like, as she's on the computer. She can't stop talking, like she's talking to someone else, talking to herself. And then the guy next to her, she scoots her chair close next to him, and then she like hits him in the head, and then he moves. And I'm like, girl, we're just doing math on a computer. 2 + 2, 7 + 10, stuff like that. Like, why are your arms moving to hit and tap someone? And then it's just like, she was being really restless, and I didn't really understand it, other than she does have like behavioral problems, and odds are her parents don't care, because one of her parents work at the school, or her cousin, her aunt, like her family member works at the school. And I'm just like, wow, this is a messed up family. And even her aunt who works at the school tries to talk to her to calm her down, and she won't calm down. It's just like she comes from some type of broken home, and she's just really, maybe she's begging for attention. That's what people call it, especially in children, because they want someone to care about them and they're not getting it. And she's already like starting a made up fight, because the teacher is like, she just starts fights with people. Like, she sees them and acts like somebody really has a problem with her. Like, she bullies. There's this kid in her class that she bullies, and he just told me that he doesn't like her and that she's mean to him. And I'm just like, yeah, she just picks on people for no reason. And even at lunch, she doesn't sit with the rest of her class. She only sits with 2 girls. And I'm like, why do you girls even like her? But, and then there's, not a lot of people, I think, who even want to be associated with her, because her personality is a bit violent. And with kids like that who don't want to pay attention in class, she'll start doing push-ups in class, falling out her chair, which was yesterday on Thursday, and I don't know what to do.